this is starting to happen. I co-authored a book a few years ago on this energy transition, looking at, it's called Our Renewable Future. So it lays out, all of the possibilities and impediments and roadblocks and everything else. I co-authored it with David Fridley, who's on the energy analysis team at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. And we spent a year analyzing the situation. And what we found is that it's not just a matter of wind turbines and solar panels. It's also how we use energy. I mean, yes, electric cars, but how we heat and cool our homes, how we manufacture goods, the high heat industrial processes that are used in transforming materials, as in making cement for concrete. It's basically the foundation of civilization itself, concrete. Well, we make it using enormous amounts of fossil fuels at very high temperatures, and that's going to be difficult to substitute. Yeah. But we have to find a way if we're going to make our way through this. So we have to reinvent most of the technology that we're accustomed to using in industrial agriculture and transportation. It's not just electric cars, trucking, shipping. Those are, absolutely essential to the global supply chain. And they're going to be more difficult to electrify. Aviation is going to be the most difficult. And I think we need to get used to the idea that aviation is going to shrink, if not entirely go away. It's going to shrink so that it's not just a routine matter of going to the airport, getting on a plane and, for a vacation or a business meeting or something like that. If we have air travel, it's going to be very special.
At least the pandemic gave us a Zoom era, so people are not flying across the country for a meeting,
right,
which just seems so silly. So many of the things we're doing now, including wasting a lot of energy. That's one of my, pet peeves. Like, people still have the air conditioning on when it's, cool. They, and the windows and doors open with, heat on it. We still don't have the mentality of being good environmental stewards, and that is the low-hanging fruit, right? The wasting of energy. Those of us who are aware of this, it's like, I'm always saying, turn it off, save it for our kids. Our kids are going to need it. Save those trees for our kids. Save that water for our kids. That we just have had this sense of abundance, and like there's no limits to what Earth can provide, and it's got to flip over on its side, right? Because every little bit counts, doesn't it? What we save.
Right, and that's why I think rationing would help, because it would put it right in front of everyone's face 24/7. If you were going to use energy, you'd have to think about it. You'd know that it's not endless and inexhaustible, which it's not.